Okay, let's go get this show on the road, because I gotta... It's like an hour and 20... No, a day and 20 hours. I do not have a lot of time to get anything done. Man, and I was bummed, because I was like, look, I went with my little clay guys. I was like, oh, this would be kind of fun to do. Little guys. No, that'd be an interesting aesthetic. And then when I tried to scan it, doing that photogrammetry stuff, it just did not want to take. I don't know. Probably some AI stuff that you could do easily, but... So, I'm thinking for just easy to do stuff for right now. We just gonna slap a couple of eyeballs on here. Using just black spheres. Materials, get some nice black material. Yeah, and I think I want to change the Oh, it's because this eye is the size of the sphere there. So what I actually want is like much more tiny and much more in a different spot. I don't know where the front of the ball is. It literally does not matter. So just somewhere like along there. Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever. Okay. We duplicate it. Scooch it a bit. Sure. 0.1. Negative 0.1. There we go. So what did that do to the... Excuse me, why are they... Okay, let's do bigger eyeballs, actually. This might be too big. That's fine. So then let's just keep doubling numbers. Okay, there. Wait, did I move this? Yes, I did. Okay, so now... Very big eyeballs. Let's... Yeah. Scooch those, yeah, inside the character a little bit. Okay, so now... Because I also need some kind of crown. Because the whole theme is regally rotund. Is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's see what happens when I do this, actually. Hey, good. Okay, they got little eyeballs rolling around. That adds some more goofiness to it. Okay, actually, does it add... Because I don't want the eyeballs to actually have collisions on them. This is just a visual thing. So these do not need colliders. I want to keep it balls. No, I don't want them to be rolling around all funky. And I did remember the game that I was trying to think of earlier. Because there was a certain aesthetic where I was trying to think of like animal ball sort of thing. Did I throw it on here? No, I threw it somewhere else. But it's Deformers was the game. That apparently just did not do well because it was way too expensive and not well, and it's a multiplayer game. I think multiplayer games are always difficult. Yeah, but it's like watching the gameplay on this too. It's just sort of... Yeah, okay, so this is very much the aesthetic that I want to hit. But this looks like it should be some kind of crazy marble ball physics thing. And then actually watching the game is like, oh, this is some kind of third-person shooter? Just with balls? It's like, why do the ball aesthetic if you're not gonna do the, I guess it does have some amount of rolling around, but I think because you, I don't know, to me it looks like a third-person shooter, but I guess you're not really shooting, it is just kind of a ball physics game, but welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't know if I had, like, I'm not gonna mess around and try to do soft body physics, and I think the, whatchamacallit is doing that fine. Anyway, okay, let's do that, so it's not... Hey, you're still going. Oh, no you're not. Okay, but I think making them into little slimes gives them a lot of character. I'm doing okay. I was lazy, and I never feel good when I'm lazy, and yet I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I feel bad, and then wow, look at that, squeezed right through all the enemies there. Okay. So I got emotes. Well, I set up the whatchamacallit. I finally set up the monetization since I hit affiliate a while back when I did the game jam things. We'll see how many people show up for this Secret Santa jam stuff, because I think I'm gonna play all those. But I can't believe you could witness these days. I wasn't expecting to hit affiliate. I think it was just because I happened to do those big, like, game jams and then try to stream every jam that it, every game, that it just somehow miraculously got me enough to hit affiliate. Okay, so now I need actual gameplay, and I need do tweeting on the menus. I might just start with the main menu just to get something done. So I need to get a template. I need to get an empty template project that has a main menu and a pause menu and all that stuff. I still have never done that. Just what a goof. Okay. Oh, affiliate mean ads, and got 3 ads. Yeah, and feel free to tell me when the ads run, because I see absolutely nothing on my end. I guess I could try to keep up like a, since I do keep the stream up just to double check the, oh, I guess I didn't check the audio, but it should be fine. Although I say that, and, but I guess I could click on my own stream to see if and when I'm getting ads. Yeah, because I don't mind taking a break, too. And I think there's, well, and I think it might be more like a partner, I don't know, I'd have to check through the menus, but I think there is a way to, like, manually run ads at a certain time. Because that's really what I want, is to say, okay, you have to run these ads within this time frame, so then I can say, okay, well, we've hit the end of a time, let's run ads, or... I don't, and then that's, it just didn't have an option for that. 3 minutes per hour is the minimum. Yeah, no, I set it to, there's like certain settings for it. It was like you could do a bunch of like frequent small ads, or, yeah, no, I think that's what it has it, default, or at least I did the longest stretch, so I think that was like an hour, meaning, yeah, you'll get a lot of ads at the end of an hour, but I figured that would be nicer to do like a break at the end of an hour instead of like, oh, let's do 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of waiting around for a thing. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm running into the weekend where I have an opportunity to just do... Well, I say I have an opportunity, and I'm like, nah, I need to get more groceries, I need to... I don't know, think about cleaning the apartment and stuff. I should probably think about doing chores. Should probably get my car looked at. Should probably... And then I went and signed up for another jam, so I'm like, yeah, I should... The Neurosama had a, for the, doing the... It's gonna do the Neurosama jam. But, because Neurosama, Vettel and Neurosama are doing their, whatchamacallit, subathon. are doing a subathon, and they're gonna do a game jam here. Okay, yeah, now it's bumped up to 300. I'm assuming this is gonna be another one of those very large game jams. But in terms of my calendar, my plan is to do, because this game jam ends on Sunday, so then after that do probably a couple days of streaming Secret Santa Jam games. Then Wednesday, Thursday, work on my old, whatchamacallit, versus chat hide and seek. Basically remaking the lobby on my Twitch enabled game, because I feel like, since this is kind of, it says whatever theme, it's like there will be a theme, but it also is like making a game that is Twitch enabled for, again, another big streamer to possibly play. At least it's a good excuse to mess with this again. So that's kind of my plan for the rest of the year at this point, is do this game jam, stream the games from this jam for a couple days, then starting at Christmas, work on the Twitch thing until the Neurosama jam happens the next weekend, and then do the Neurosama jam, and then play the Neurosama jam games until, whatchamacallit, so you can sleep however long you want. Oh, that's true, yeah, it should be, like, Christmas time and stuff. I think there was a fair amount of people at work that were taking off the next week. And I know that time between Christmas and New Year's is always so dead. So I'm like, yeah, the next 2 weeks are going to be so dead. Despite the fact that we have, like, things to be finishing by mid-January. So and apparently not. I believe that's the correct whatchamacallit. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna use my usual text there. Oh, Grandma has a birthday tomorrow. I guess happy birthday to your grandmother. Oh, I don't have any grandmothers anymore, do I? That was how my year started, was my grandma passed away. There we go. There you go. Okay, not that I ever really paid attention to exactly when my grandparents had their birthdays. Yes, okay, wait, this is save this scene as scenes, and then main menu, and then, okay, I can do fonts. We'll just pull that from another project. I had it, shoot, in, well, I know my stupid font is in there, and I'm gonna stick with my stupid font just because. Man, the gulf between finishing something and then, like, polishing something. The gulf between starting something and finishing something, oof. Grandma's birthday's in December. Well, and it's easier for me because it's, I just had my birthday on Monday, and then the day before that was my mom's birthday, and the day before that was my dad's birthday. So they're all right in a row, right at Christmas. Which, yeah, that's one of those small things I'm glad to be out of school, because it sucked getting the finals for my birthday. Now I just get a bunch of nothing for my birthday. Okay, and I will get a font for that. I'm gonna do the black again. Yeah, I really should set up a template project. I guess I will have some time. It's 2 days in between this jam and the next jam. It's like, just stop doing game jams. Especially because I wanted to do more, like, YouTube stuff instead. I was like, okay, that might be better for me. It's just, like, small, simple projects to just dump onto YouTube. might be fit my cadence a little better. And it's like I like streaming and stuff too, so it's like, okay, so I stream it, then I turn it into some kind of YouTube video, so. The age when you start getting less and less for your birthday. I think it was like once out of college. I mean, some of it is I moved away and stuff too, so. No, I probably was around high school age that it started being less and less. Yeah, I miss the holiday festivity stuff. I moved away, and it's just so. Do you ever ask how old I am? Well, had you shown up for my birthday stream on Monday, you'd know that I turned 33. I tried playing 33 games on my 33rd birthday, and I cheesed it a little bit by playing UFO 50 a bunch. And I still don't think I figured out when 33 Immortals is coming out. Because that just felt so like the game to play, and it wasn't out, so. That feels so old. 33 feels so old. I think there's a lot of reasons that I give off like a just out of college kind of vibes. I feel like it's one of the, you know, failure to launch kind of thing. I've kind of gone out of my way to make sure that, like, it's because I had the dream of doing game development. Then I was like, okay, we're gonna try. I'm like, I don't want to have like a life that I really get invested in, or and it's just I bounced around so many companies and stuff too, and I'm just like never been good at anything I do job wise. That yeah, stream where you weren't the first. Yeah, because I started early too. It was a different start. Okay, did this say when it comes out? That's all I wanted to check. Because I do like a roguelike. It just sounded fun. But Mariah Carey is in Fortnite. Skibbity Toilet, because that still gets millions of views per video. I can understand that being in Fortnite. And I know there are a lot of singers and stuff, but I think it is more like pop and hip-hop, and I don't know that Mariah Carey is. I don't really know much about Mariah Carey. I don't know what her more recent stuff is. Does this have a release date or no? I guess it doesn't. Or maybe Epic will say. Doesn't matter. Coming soon. Okay, so it literally just doesn't say. Eventually there will be a 33 Immortals, so. But Fortnite brain rot plus games, just more brain rot. Yeah. I actually do watch the Skibbity Toilet stuff. I think I'm up to date on my Skibbity Toilet. I did drop watching Mr. Beast though. Once they said there was like controversy surrounding Mr. Beast, it was also a realization that like, why am I watching this? I do not need to be watching Mr. Beast. It's loud and obnoxious and hyper-focused on a certain type of thing that I'm not. It's one of those things of like, it's because it's everybody likes that kind of thing to a degree that I think I was like, yeah, no, these are fun. They're not like the best, but these are fun, and then realized, no, you know what, I can watch some other stuff. What I really should do is focus more on like making stuff instead of watching a bunch of YouTube and stuff. But so I was gonna say show and explore, and then I can show and explore on this other one and just drag the fonts in. There we go. Mr. Beast has some kind of shitstorm that you're not following. I have zero clue what it's about. Well, I think it was... there's a few different things. There was something with Ava Chris Tyson that I don't remember what happened with that. That one I wasn't following, really. The big Mr. Beast controversy was Dogpack 404. Did a couple of big expose videos that were like, which yeah, I was trying to watch these too, and then YouTube started giving me recommendations about like Dogpack 404 is also not great. So it's like I'm just confused now. Yeah, okay, pedo allegations. There was a lot, and then the yeah, Jake Weddle. There was a whole video where they worked Jake Weddle to the bone, made him run a marathon after he hadn't trained for it or anything, and like no good shoes for it. Was just destroyed after that. But I've always gotten a kind of shady vibe from Mr. Beast. It seems like, you know, when a YouTuber is talking about like, oh, we had a month to prepare for this absolutely ridiculous thing that nobody's ever done, it's like, it sounds like there's just a ridiculous timeline on these things. To all, you know, do months of prep for a 20-minute video. So everything just gets crammed into this hyper-focused 20-minute video. Okay. I have the font now. Oh, my sprites. Can bring in those. Well, this should have the button sprites. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just grab those here. Oh, and Lunchly. Yeah, I think there's something else about Lunchly or something too. I also heard that there wasn't great care for people on the Beast games either. And apparently that's out. And I was just like, I was excited for it, and then realized, you know, it's Mr. Beast has gotten really good at Mr. Beast videos, and then like expanding to be the same thing but bigger is like, I don't think that really works as well. And that's kind of what the article that I read was saying too, is just like, he just made, whatchamacallit again? I can't... Squid Games. He just did a bigger Squid Games again, is what he did. And it was like, oh, well, he already did Squid Games once. And yeah, it did well on YouTube, but like... And I know they're doing a second season of Squid Games, but... Is it not a sprites folder? Didn't I just make a sprites folder? I just made a sprites folder. Oh, and I didn't put it in assets. That would help. Okay, now there should be a sprites folder. There we go. Now I can do this. KSI, you know, maybe after his shitstorm about the thick of it not receiving a bunch of money for his new song Dirty, which kind of seems like a PR stunt. Mr. Beast is the only like big YouTube, like, because I know he's done the like 100 YouTubers compete and stuff, and most of those I don't know, and it's because a lot of them are not like English language YouTubers, but also like I don't follow KSI. I know like Kai Cenat is huge on Twitch. No clue. Points and then none. Okay, I can't do sprites. Kai Cenat is the reason Twitch is being sued. Like without him, Twitch would die quickly. I don't think Twitch entirely would die, because I think there's, but I know in terms of like the numbers, looking at like most subscribed and stuff, is like the numbers are ridiculous there. Wait, do I want most watched or most? I guess we'll see. Besides Iron Mouse, he's also one of the biggest. Yeah, well, and there are a couple that are like the biggest of the big, and then there's like a fall off. But even below that, there's still some pretty big. Like, it's the thing too. So like, these are the top creators, and I'm like, I've seen a clip or two of Tyler 1, but otherwise, I've never seen Queso. I know Queso just won something at the Game Awards. I have no clue who this is. Does it have like a... Okay, wait. I wanted channels. Fastest growing? I guess most follows? That's really not going to help me though, is it? Yeah, because then it shows me Ninja. It's like, no, okay, that's most watched? Is that what I want? Love Queso, he's a really positive dude. Yeah, I was going to say, of this list of most watched. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I think that means Game Awards is getting all of its views off of its single year-end award show. But, no clue, no clue, no clue, no clue. Like I said, seen a clip or two, but don't watch Hassan. I know of the name. I've heard Soda Pop in the name, but not watched at all. I feel like there's a fair amount of these creators that are also... Well, there's Kai at 21. Yeah, some of these, like Pirate Software, I've actually seen some of his stuff. So all the way down there is the first. Yeah, there's names I've heard of that I have not watched, but I feel like there's a lot of these that are. They are really good at competitive games, and I do not care about that. So. Well, and yeah, you can look at. This is filtered based on watch time, it looks like. Most watched channels in the past 7 days. I guess do 365, so the past year instead of just the past week. Yeah, okay, so there's Kai. Yeah, with this ridiculous compared to this. It's just... So apparently Kai has not done a big stream in the past week. This is really what that last stat was saying. Yeah, because of Mafiathon. Yeah, I was trying to look up like who this guy was the other day. I was just like, I've heard the name too many times, and like Ludwig is somebody I do follow some of his stuff a little bit, and because he had a clip recently of like the "come find me wherever I am in the world" that apparently didn't go as well as planned, but. I did enjoy the clip of Rainbolt immediately listing out the location based on like, oh, I can tell on the sun. Okay, I am so distracted. I'm literally just trying to whip up just a very quick main menu to feel like I'm accomplishing something. Okay, we're just gonna do a start button and a quit button, and that's it. I'm not even gonna try to worry about pause menu. And then what I really should be doing is actually focusing on the gameplay, but I wanted to do... It makes it feel a lot more complete when there's a main menu. But that's always the thing of like, it feels like you can grow on Twitch and streaming if there's just so many of these like top creators that you just haven't even heard of. Because you don't even need to be like a top creator to make a butt ton of money. Oh, well, and a butt ton is like... Oh, you're gonna go to sleep? You just said that you have breaks, you could sleep whenever, and you're... I guess if you could sleep whenever, then yeah, catching up on some sleep makes sense. So... Okay, why is this title seem like it's absolutely massive compared to these buttons and these... Okay, and these buttons... It's like, should not be defaulting to there. Ya goof. You're not in the canvas. The heck. Bye, good night, have fun sleeping. Okay, so then put it in the canvas. Did I do a 2D object? Is that what I messed up there? There we go. Okay, that's what messed up. Okay. So just real quick, I want to just put a title and a main menu together so that I feel like I'm accomplishing something, and then I can snowball that into... Oh. You just decided to be dumb. So do width of like 1000. Do this and that. I should have the font. I moved over the font stuff, right? Or is it in the wrong folder again? That's assets. Fonts. Yeah, okay. I did not stick it in assets. This is where I want the stuff. Okay, so now if I try to do fonts, there we go. Yeah, no, do my stupid My First Pixel font. Yeah, there we go. My stupid, kind of unreadable pixel font. That's good, that's fine, that's perfect, whatever. Oh, and then I have to download the sprite, apparently. I gotta download the sprite editor thing. But I want... I like the... Oh, it's... Because I don't have a lot of time, I like the aesthetic that I've started to... Well, that I've kind of stuck with for a long time, actually. But that might also be why I've stuck with it for a while, so... Last stream was tired and it decided to sleep, but not that tired. Your presence was missed. I did notice that you were gone. It felt kind of empty. Yeah, I just realized that I haven't had, like, a fully empty stream in quite a while. And even yesterday, Brainoid showed up pretty quickly, so... But yeah, starting out a stream with absolutely nobody for a little bit was like... This hasn't happened in a long time. Okay, you told me I needed to download... Oh, that's the assets added. Okay, here. Pixel Perfect Sprite stuff. And... 2D Sprite. Literally just for, like, making some buttons or something. So... Or rather, just to stick with the aesthetic I know because I have no time. When I should be working on the actual gameplay a bit. But if you just got here, I'm a little bummed because I was gonna try to I thought it'd be kind of fun to do this kind of claymation aesthetic. But trying to do the photogrammetry to scan the stuff into the game was just not working out. So instead I just slapped some spheres together to turn them into slimes for now. Oh, and I guess if you missed the stream last time anyway, so if you've missed a lot, I ended up with a new giftee because the other person dropped out. And so I ended up with the murderer here, who was nice enough to provide a long, big prompt, and then also had this regally rotund, which made me think of like a marbles and stuff. So then I was like, oh hey, could do a roguelike version of Mario Party bumper balls, basically. Possibly throwing in some, oh, I have this pulled up twice. But possibly doing some of this Tin Pin Slammer from The World Ends With You as well. Although I don't know if we'll get around to this. Yeah, and this is ideally the aesthetic I wanted to go for. Was like this Deformers thing here. Yeah, I mean, obviously not nearly as good because I have no art skills, especially not in 3D, but... What did I try to use for photogrammetry? It was It's not polycube, right? Polycam, I think. Here. Yeah, polycam. Was what It was kind of the first one that popped up, so I was like, oh, let's give this a try, and then I Tried it a couple times on my phone, and it just was not. It just gave me mush every time I tried it. So it's like, I'll have to try it again later if I do wanna try it. Yeah, then I started cutting into this like, oh, you're running out of your thingamabobs, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is not gonna happen right now. Let's try this another day. So. But it's like, if I could figure it out, I do like the clay aesthetic a lot. So it's like, that's another thing I could lean into. Is, I mean, because it's something like with the Echoes of Wisdom, that kind of like small, chibi, kind of toy aesthetic is something I really enjoy. So. I don't have any black clay, though. I was a little bummed that my modeling clay just had red, white, blue, yellow, and green. And I was like, I need the black for the eyeballs. I mean, I wish I loved this game. It's just clunky enough that I don't love it. It starts to get into the like combat. It's like, oh, you gotta use the link powers. You gotta use the basic combat, and I'm like, but I didn't sign up for that. I wanted Zelda. I wanted whatever her new powers were, not let's use Link's abilities instead. So then a lot of the combat just turns into I summon a thing and I stare at it while it goes and does stuff. Because there is supposed to be an ability for you to hit the button to have it focus on and attack stuff, but that doesn't end up really being the case. It just kind of stands and stares into space. So. And I did put the game on a harder difficulty, and it still ends up being somewhat easy. Although I do already have a clip of, oh, this game isn't all that hard. Oops, and then I die. Okay, so now that I have the sprite thing, and I set up the sprites, I should be able to do the... I set that up as sprites, right? Sprites, buttons, 2D, multiple... And then I did not go into the sprite editor because I didn't have it earlier. Yeah, I've been doing my, I've been taking some muscle relaxants for kidney stone stuff. And I don't, it's weird because it's like, it was like that whole month was just like, it felt like the pain was moving lower. And now it's just kind of stayed right at the bottom there. Where I'm like, it feels like I should be done with this at this point. But I guess it hasn't been a week yet. It takes a full week. At least it took a full week for the muscle relaxants to kick in last time. So. Can't be too miffed at it. Did you slice it? Did you do it? It didn't seem like it did it, but okay. And then you... no, you. We do this. Yeah, okay. I need to make a template project. I've done this enough times. I've done enough game jams. I need to make a template project. I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah, let's see, what was I up to yesterday? Did another board game mastermind meeting, which was the just meet with the board game class I did and talk board game stuff. I did ask about my Bump Squad game in terms of bumping it up, which yes, that joke was made, but because there's a lot of board game stuff that they ask for 2 to 4 player games, and I've done a lot of testing with 2-player stuff, and the abstract games that I was using as inspiration were a lot of 2-player things, and then testing it with 4 players, it was not as immediate and easy to just add like more space and more players. So it's something I'm still gonna mess with. Because I'm still very proud of that project, and I really should get to the point of like actually pitching it to publishers again. Or, you know, I've never really pitched much to publishers. I've never finished something enough to be at the point of like, okay, I could pitch this. And Bump Squad felt pretty good, but then after hearing the feedback of like, this very much could feel like a 4-player game, and yet it's not. It was making me think like, yeah, I gotta make it 4-player, but it's not being easy about it, so not entirely sure what to do about it. I guess that works. Level 3. Okay. Yeah, I felt kind of dumb after the fact on my birthday stream. I realized there was a few people that I usually hit up around my birthday that I forgot to. I was like, oh, they probably would have been okay with stopping by, saying hi. Possibly. I was a little bummed that literally none of my friends popped by to give me like just a quick happy birthday. There was the happy birthday messages on Discord, but I'm like, it's so much nicer to get that in a stream. I think it's just a, like, I make plans and then I don't tell anybody about them. I'm like, I just need to do a better job of like, okay, like I was just mentioning my schedule because I decided to do the dumb idea of like, let's try to cram this Neurosama Game Jam into my schedule as well, so. And I am good about doing things when I say I'm going to do them, but I think that's also why I don't say I'm going to do things, because I don't want to do things. I don't want to disappoint people, so I just don't say I'm going to do it. And then who says that I'm immediately going to disappoint people? If you want to give photogrammetry a second attempt, eventually you could try a reality capture, reality scan. Looks promising, but the models probably need to be lowered in poly count afterwards. Well, that's fine. Like, I was not expecting, like, and it's, my aesthetic tends to be pretty simple and cartoon, so low poly is fine. I don't ever aim for realistic. So reality capture or reality scan. I guess this. Yeah, and there's a lot of these that are... They always ask for money before you do the thing. And I was like, I want to make sure I can do this before I spend money on it. But... And that's the thing too, is like, I literally just want to take the photos of these things that I have. I just want to take these little things and digitize them. Like, I don't need an entire building. Because that's kind of what this is looking like it's geared towards. So... Just off the marketing material there, but... Like I said, I just looked up photogrammetry, and the first thing that came up was that poly whatever. Oh, okay, so this is the... Works with Unreal Engine. Yeah, no, I think the... Oh, I don't know that I ever explained what the heck this game was, either. I started on that, and then I got dragged onto a tangent. But I got excited about the idea of Regally Rotund, and then... Which turned me to these things, and then that turned me to... okay, no, I explained all those, I just didn't actually run the game. That Brainoid helped me set up some of the physics on this, but... The basics being an auto-battler of you're trying to bounce all of everybody else off the board. And right now the enemies are literally just moving towards the player, and the player's moving towards the center. Is all the physics are on this. The eyeballs definitely add some character to this. I don't know if it's good or not, because they definitely don't look... I guess I could lock... Well, I don't really want to lock the rotation. I think it's just when they bounce, I kind of want to do like an animation or something. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't... It's... I don't have time. I have a day... Well, I have a weekend. So, I haven't had time. But now I have a little bit of time. Okay. So, all I wanted to do was make sure that I had some kind of main menu. Not that it needs it. But I think the game feels a lot more finished when you have a main menu you can go back to and from. So, that is where I needed a script. That is the main menu script. Oh, the other thing Brano had helped me with the other day was adding the thing. Oh, I said the name too many times. He's been summoned. Codium. Copium. Brainoid gave me copium. To make me think I can code using AI. And then I'm doing basic main menu stuff here, so... Don't help me. You did help me, dang it. And again, I was realizing that, yeah, I need to make a template. Clay characters? Yeah, no, I had some modeling clay that I got somewhat recently, and I was like, you know, that sounds kind of fun. I'm gonna make some nice round little characters here. And then I tried to scan them, and it was not happening. It did not turn out. Not that these really turned out all, but I was like, again, it's that like simple aesthetic as in, you know, like, you know what it's supposed to be, but and it's because I really only gave it a little bit of time, so I don't know. The crown was hard. I made this small enough that the crown was like not coming out, but do meshy AI on it? Like you could. I was kind of hoping for the photogrammetry thing. And it was really just 10-20 minutes this morning, so. Does do some smarter autocomplete and use it for boilerplate. Well, and it was definitely helping last time, because I barely was like, okay, I want to do some physics, and it was like, or no, I was like, oh, I want to do a setter, a getter and a setter, and it was like, I pressed space, and it was like, here's a setter method. It was like, oh, wow, okay. This is the scene manager. Load scene. I guess. Whatever. I just need the basics of that. Yes. Very simple. I just need some of those. I just wanted to add a basic main menu to feel like I'm doing something. This music is random nonsense from... Okay, good. I was like, it should be on this. I believe I just found this from Anonymous. Let's see. It's whatever... that's too chaotic. I could do something a little more chill. You don't like noise? I like my noise music sometimes. My tastes have gotten cuter and hyper and... let's see what else. I could get weird with some, I was like, if you want chill, there's always WMD. WMD is chill. Could do some of that. you. Okay, yeah, just give me a WMD. I guess this? Sure, this is the first thing that popped up. Probably like noise more than me, but not at 3 a.m. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, I was nowhere. A non-moose. It's a bunch of... It's mouse. Moose. There we go. Okay, what was the artist that I was just listening to over here? There we go. So the artist here. Yeah, okay. That's where I pulled the music from. It was from this. So. And your Blender clay pencil stuff is difficult to set up. You could go for something like that. Yeah, because it's like I wouldn't mind doing like slapping a clay aesthetic on the little... Because I threw together some spheres for the this. Okay, I could probably pause this. Or I could watch him do a backflip. I'm so glad he came back. He keeps disappearing for these long stretches now because he's got a real job. And it sucks. I think there's a few videos that just end with a random explosion. Okay, so I'm not listening to that or that. There. Yeah, because if I could make these look, if I could make this whole thing look like clay, I think that would be at least an aesthetic. So. Okay. I was doing basic main menu just to have a main menu so I can feel like I'm accomplishing something, and then I can roll that into, or to make it feel like I'm finishing something, or that it feels a little more polished if it has some semblance of a main menu. And then you... I feel like I'm missing something, but I'll see what that is in a second. Okay, so back to maximum noise because it's 3 a.m. It's when the demons come out. The demons come out at 3 a.m. It's time for crazy nonsense noise. No, you. Yeah, okay, it wasn't public, was it? That would help. You did the code for me. Why didn't you do it public too? Tisk. Oh, and then I have to... I might just do the, like, press escape to leave for now. Like I said, this was kind of mostly just getting back into... Let's do some programming, because I don't do a lot of interesting Unity stuff at work. I do mess with Unity, but it's using the Unity test runner, and it's a lot of just like messing with business code instead of like actually putting together anything in Unity. So should be some kind of semblance of a main menu, right? There. And then I can switch back to the scene and actually get some kind of gameplay going. Okay, everything is not sized correctly. That's fine, whatever. Why? What's the issue? You're not related. I don't like these random nulls popping up. This is the second menu. This is why I didn't want that. This is why I want. Sure, we'll call it game. Because I don't think the menu is, or it's sample scene. I keep expecting it to be labeled as like main or something, and it's like, nah. Sample scene is the scene. Okay, so go to sample scene, and then can I save as scenes? And then we'll call it game, because that's what Codium wanted to use. Okay, this is the game scene. And now you go to game. And then I think I also want I guess on spawn. We'll just throw it on spawn so that I have it somewhere. Is the nice inputs, get key down. This is one of those things of like, they have a new input system and yet they default to the old one. So I'm surprised they haven't defaulted to the new one for new stuff. Wow, that's really the IntelliSense and the Codium are really fighting there. This is just we're just gonna do application.quit. We're just gonna keep it nice and simple. You just press escape, you leave. I'll get something better later because I don't have a lot of time, and I'd rather have something you can win. Well, and that's kind of why I do the menus, is so that you can go back to like have like a victory or a not a victory. Oh, so actually, does spawn have a list of enemies? No. So let's do that then. So list of game objects, enemies. That's scary. That's just weird and scary. Where I just like, it's, I mean, yeah, it's doing a good job of guessing, like, okay, here's what you might want to do. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so now enemies, add. Okay, I knew I was gonna have to do that. So all, and oh yeah, enemy info. Enemy info. There we go. Okay. And now add the enemy info. That's so cool. The coding is just you mash tab. You mash tab for win. I like this. After not messing with AI for so long. Now I'm like, nope, screw it. Let's go whole hog. Let's go all in. Oh, then that's the other thing, is if you weren't around for the very beginning of the stream, I saw that as part of Neurosama's subathon, they're doing a game jam in 6 days, so now I suddenly have the rest of the year laid out for me. It's a Secret Santa jam until Sunday, because that's when that's due. Then play Secret Santa jam games for a couple days until Christmas. Then Christmas onward, or Christmas until the Neurosama jam. I want to fix this up so that I want to fix the lobby for this, because I feel like a Twitch-enabled game would be good for another streamer-led jam. You know, if there's the possibility of a streamer playing it, then maybe another streamer-related game might be a good idea. So stupid to lose time to code some chore-like snippets when you have the chance to use AI. Yeah, well, I know you've said make a template game as well. it's like I definitely need to do that as well. So okay, so this has the enemy list. So now this should be if when a ball falls off of something, it should spend a stream to create a template, and you can help with that. Yeah, no, that's a very good idea. That's if you're not doing anything on Christmas, I'm not doing anything for Christmas, so. And that might actually be what I'm doing. I keep doing these game jams, or if I keep wanting to do small projects. Okay, this feels like an event. One day I'll remember how to do Unity events. Because I feel like it's a Unity event for the ball to say to the spawn, hey, I died. So. Okay. One day I'll get better at the thing that I spend all my time on. Well, I say it as if it's... I do something simple, and it's like coding is not simple, so... and I think I also make it harder by doing something else at the same time. So... this is Has the Dead. Sure, we'll call it Dead. I guess. Okay, and then... okay, I want this... I never remember which way it goes. It's because this needs to subscribe to that event, which is over in here. Invoke. Okay, wait, so then do I want the event on the spawn then? Okay, the evoke is what I want when it has the dead. I want to invoke has died. So ball, when you are here, invoke the has dead. And then over here on spawn is where I want the or I have a list of enemies, so I can just tag it as dead. Okay, you know, again, this is like a... we'll figure this out someday. Maybe. This is... feels like something I should have figured out 10 years ago. Okay, so this is just a here instead of destroy. I want to say is dead. And that'll be a nice public thing. I guess I could do getters and setters. I do not have a bool, do I? It doesn't need to be serializable. Yes, okay. Bool is dead. False is dead. It's true. And that's why it should be an event. Because then spawn is going to check through literally all of the enemies all the time to see if they're dead. Which does not seem right. It seems like it should be an event that says is dead. But I think I might just... ball. Enemy. And enemies. If enemy is dead. This public, right? Look, it's... okay, I was gonna do getters and setters. Are you gonna do it for me? No, apparently not. There we go. Yeah, this is where I don't move. I don't remember why you want exactly like getters and setters as opposed to. See, that's the thing. It's like it feels like I should have learned better code over 10 years of doing it. And it's not and equals? No, don't toggle it. It's just this stuff is dead. Whoa, stop. You're going too whole hog on there. Void. You gave me a getter and setter last time, and now you don't want to do it. Okay. So now... get is dead. There we go. Something like that. Okay. So now this ugly code to make it do enemies dot remove the enemy and then destroy the enemy. There we go. Okay, so now and then with that information we can check if oh, there is this one player ball here. Okay, well, at any rate, if it's the enemies dot count is equal 0, because I was like, it can't be less than 0. Application dot quit. No. Wow, you got overzealous there. Okay, no, equals 0. That's fine. Then it can be then victory. I don't have a pop-up for that, but that's okay. And then here, if the player I guess the player object is being set, so then it's just here if the player object is dead, because it'll just set that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what I want. That's crazy. Okay. This sort of stuff gets kind of wild. I don't know if it's a whole new world, but it's a faster, more efficient one, that's for sure. That's the thing about AI, is I think a lot of it right now is just sort of... like, I don't know that we're up to, like, better humans. We're just up to, like, faster humans. And I don't know, like, how hard it is gonna be to get to, like, better humans, but... because you could say some of those, like, video generators is, oh, I guess it doesn't have, like, a debug. It should spit out, like, a debug. Or something. Okay, so now I could just make a, like, quick piece of text that is we'll do my bad font because it's me at any rate. We'll just center it and then do game over for now. And okay, can you be like bigger, please? That'd be great. And by that I mean, can you be bigger, please? Maybe that doesn't need to be that big, but that's okay. And then the text can get shoved into here. What was that? It was a... You're the game over text. And you are... Text Mesh Pro. It was Text Mesh Pro UGUI, at least it used to be. Okay, Text Mesh Pro. Okay, didn't look like it was a U GUI. We'll do game over text. Game over text. And now, here. Game over, nope. Game over text dot text is equal to sure. And then game over text is game over. Sure. Then we plug this into here. Oh, it's been over an hour. It's weird that my legs start to feel it after an hour. Okay, 1 second. GitHub Copilot has a free tier now. Interesting. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm gonna get used to Codium here for a little bit, and then I don't know. I haven't used GitHub a ton. I probably should. I mean, we've done some amount of GitHub stuff at work, but it's also been weird because the server went down at work and they just never brought it back. We've just been using this weird like band-aid solution for most of the time that I've been there. Which is one of those things that's like, I don't know how I feel about a company that's just like, we're just gonna keep limping along on this old system. Like, okay, it is a Text Mesh Pro U GUI then, right? Is that why it didn't pull over? It says it's just a Text Mesh Pro. Text Mesh Pro. Slap it into there. Okay. So how about U GUI then? I GUI, U GUI. We all GUI. I'll let you make your own inference as to why we all GUI. Okay, so now you'll be happy? Yes, okay, so it was U GUI. I just didn't see that on there. Okay, so the enemies do not fall off of here. Yeah, so at some point I need the player to be able to go after the enemies, but basically if the player goes off the level, then... Oh, they're so close! Oh, and then the player squeezed past him. Oh, so close. They're running out of, Man, it'd be fun to get the clay aesthetic going on this. We'll see if I can figure it out. Nope, doesn't look like it's happening. I'm really gonna try, but no cigar. Okay, so what we're gonna do... help him out. Wait, no, how about 33? Because I'm old now. That's what we're doing. Now let's see if that's if more enemies helps or if they just all go off the edge earlier and faster. Okay, there's something kind of satisfying and goofy about all of the physics nonsense going on. I think this is kind of working as an auto-battler idea. If there's just this constant bit of physics movement. Player 2's drunk! You goof, you were supposed to die. You were not the chosen one. You were supposed to die. Okay, I don't even need the player to actively go after the enemies. Okay, so now, how about we just turn off the player's intent here? Okay, I just wanted to test to see if player falls off, just like me. Not that I ever reached any peak anyway, but I already fell off. Sold out. Washed. So you have no, yeah, I was gonna say you have no intent. There we go. Okay, game over. And let's just make you blank. I don't need this to be there until it's ready. Speaking of, should be game over text enabled. It's true. We slap that on you. Just looked in Copilot's free tier is limited to 2,000 completions per month. When coding a lot and having small autocompletes, I feel like it could add up quickly, more quickly than expected, so I'd say that's one more argument to stick with Codium. Yeah, 2,000 seems small. I'm like, I think I've already hit a good, like, 30 different autocompletes in just an hour. So, that seems small. Okay, so next step. Well, it's probably getting some ability to actually win as opposed to just not lose. Okay, yeah, no, this is super simple, but I think it's already hilarious. So I think that's good. Oh, I do need some kind of king crown at some point, so there is no actual, like, regalness. There's lots of rotundness, but not any regalness right now. So that was game over real quick. I guess I could bounce it back to the menu. Or I could have a main menu. I think that's the other reason why I like to do menu stuff too, is just because then I think it helps me see the full gameplay loop of like, okay, here's how you start the game, here's how you end the game. Okay, we're gonna just do a panel for game over. Game over panel. I think I had spaces in other places, but that's okay, whatever. Game over text can be on the game over panel. And then I wanted a button. Do I want to remake the button? No, I don't. Let's make that a prefab. Let's try to be smart. Ow, it hurts. Main menu. And quit button. Prefabs. We'll do a UI folder. Slap quit button in there. Can I rename you, actually? Because I kind of want a generic button. And text being button. Okay, so now I have generic button. And then I kind of want to make you that button prefab too, just so that I... It's okay, no, trying to be a little more structured. For a game jam, it's like that's not the time to be trying to be a little more structured, but whatever. Like I said, I should go back and try to add an event instead of just having it check a bunch of times over. So I do want to mess with that, but let's get some gameplay going first, and then I can go back and try to make the code better. Your button? No. Okay. So now -30, -30. No, how about 30 then? And then you should be attached to start or play rather, whatever. You're attached to quit still. Okay. Well, and I probably should be looking at whatchamacallit, Agronome. Because I think that's got some better templating. But whatever. We're just spitballing here. It's gonna get real gross. And now I can do what I was trying to do. Slap a button on here. This button is a quit button, which has the word quit on it. And then we get another button going. That is a restart button. And then slap a restart on here. Start and restart. We're walking into a bar. Or repeat and repeat. We're walking into a bar. And then something about repeat, please. And then repeat and repeat. We're walking into a bar. I don't remember the whole thing, dang it. Bummer. You're back at -30 again. How about no? How about you're there instead? And then if I make you a little wider, does that do it for everybody? Since they're all pulling off of it. No, you didn't want to pull it over into everybody else. Okay, whatever. You are on top of everything, right? Yeah, okay. You're still in the middle. I need you to move up. Okay. 150, because I like my nice round numbers. And then the quit button doesn't do anything. Okay. There's a... What's the don't destroy on load? There we go. The fact that you gotta go through 4 sponsored links for a specific bit of code simply because I typed in the word Unity is a little obnoxious. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, it was the actual thing that I want. Don't destroy onload this game object. Why did you have all this other stuff? It's just literally the thing that I was looking for. Okay, no, there was a reason they did this. So that when you go back and forth, you don't spawn a bunch of these. Okay. And this was on awake? No, it's on just start, right? No, it is on awake. Okay. Awake. Why are they guessing cursor stuff? That's fine. So that's not... wait. Do I have a menu tag? That seems like a thing that I should have already. We'll see what they have. Oh, and also that's not a prefab? So that feels like it should be a prefab. Hey, you should be a UI prefab, I feel. Tag. Editor only main camera, no. There's not a menu one? Really? Okay. Menu. And here. Menu. Nope, I lied. Prefab, here, you. Menu. So now, what I'm looking for here, let's make sure. Nope, you're helping too much. Okay, so now that should show up on every scene, and then I can attach it to Oh. That's where I kind of want the whole... Shoot. This is where I kind of want like a pause menu that goes between the different scenes and stuff too. It's just another templating thing. It's like I'm just redoing the same stuff with every experiment I make and waste so much time. I am very good at that. I can waste so much time. That's gotta be a competition, right? A time-wasting competition? There's competitions for, like, everything. I was just watching a dude juggle Rubik's Cubes in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I think was the record. This is the restart button. And then the quit button. So I added all that stuff and then proceeded to not use it at all. This is the quit button. Okay. So, now instead of the text in here, it should be the... Well, I need both. The game over menu. Want to be a little screen? Sure. You know what? If you're gonna... We'll stick with the stuff that it's telling me, because then it'll have a better guess at... game over screen. It's a game object, right? It's a game object, so it should have it enabled. Set active, rather? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now I have a game over screen. So I kind of need it to be a little different when it's a victory rather than a loss. But that's okay, whatever. Okay, you. Oh, the player object thing was throwing me off. Yeah, see, and then I have these moments of what feels like hyper-focus, and I'm like, maybe, maybe I do have a little bit of that neuroatypical. Like, I didn't really think of myself in that light, but who knows? I mean, some of it just feels like it's, everybody's got some kind of problem now that I didn't want to say, like, oh, it's also me. I also has whatever kind of brain worms or brain fog or whatever. But then it's when they're talking about hyper focus, and then it's like, okay, here I am cranking through stuff after a day of like not getting a lot done. And maybe that is a thing. Okay, so you have the game over panel and the game over text. Not super clean, but it's something at least. Well, you guys got any good projects going? I know there's been some good work done on Boratro. But I know that, what was the last thing I saw? I think it was that drone, the Twitch drone game? So why are they all... Oh, I guess the target doesn't move. The target just it does not exist then, right? So... Collection was modified. Okay, that's... I removed it though. I said enemy... Oh, it's in the for each. There, okay, that's what it is. Doing good with Boratro. Had a nice idea. Might make a prototype of it soon. nice idea as in an entirely new thing, or a nice idea for Boritro that you want to try prototyping. Twitch drone game, not doing anything. More focused on learning gas right now. Game is as a service? No, that's... Or I guess software as a service, and then games as a service. I thought there was 2 S's. I get, or maybe it's software as a service. So that's, yeah, SaaS. I don't... Okay. I was like, I don't know if that's supposed to be games as a service, but that's... I know there's also gas fees in relation to gameplay ability system in Unreal. Interesting. There we go. Then it's supposed to be that, because I don't know how to do events for doing this. Which is what it feels like it should be, is that it should be an event. But I'm not going to worry about it right now until I get a game that can be played from end to end, and then I will worry about making it better. Because I wasted all of the time. And thank you for the hype as well, so. I mean, I think I was partially thinking about the Twitch drone thing, because I kind of wanted to mess with redoing some of this before doing the Neurosama Jam. Although I guess it kind of depends on the theme, but I feel like some of this is just having a deadline to have an excuse to finish this. Because this is one of those, like, mostly done things. Like, the whole thing was playable. It was just the lobby was kind of ugly and clunky. And then I got scared of redoing it, and I got scared of the fact that, like, you could just read the locations of where people hide. But maybe it's a matter of just put it out there and have people complain about it instead of saying, oh, no, I can't do it because people are going to complain about it. I think it's probably better to get actual real complaints instead of live in your head and think these are going to be complaints. Okay, the music dying is what I wanted to go back and mess with. Oh, I was listening to Home again. That's a good one. Let's do Home. Although I listened to that entire all of the things. I mean, it's a ton of good music, and then just disappeared 6 years ago. It's always a bummer. There's a few fantastic artists that just haven't heard from. Vampire Survivors in Space, and also has some FDL mechanics, rooms, modules to install on rooms, crew you can assign to rooms, so you can pause the game and move crew elsewhere to repair or increase efficiency of other modules. This is one of those, like, that's such a good idea that I'm surprised if that doesn't exist already. It's just like, yeah, because it was something like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. I don't think that that one's a co-op thing, but and I don't think it's waves of enemies. I think it's just floating around space, but I'm not sure. And it made $80,000. So I mean, I guess that is a lot of bullets. So. But I know Phil was mentioning Primordia or something, which I feel like has some... Because that one you kind of build a critter or something. I don't know if that's also a Primordialis. Because I thought that had some kind of like creature building, which is kind of, I guess, like a ship building. And then you're fighting critters and stuff too, so. But I know FTL is a little more like management of the system and not building of a critter necessarily, but... Well, and I guess if I look up FTL, does it give me a lot of other games in that genre? $10 million. Dang, dude. Stellaris, maybe? I don't know. Also imagining less detailed management. Yeah, I think if you were doing Vampire Survivors, because of the fact that it's literally just using the arrow keys to move around, that couldn't really do heavy on the management. But that's the thing too, is like I don't think you need to do heavy on the management to say this is a management game and get the interest off of that.
Ever since man first...
I do think that for Steam, modular spaceships is definitely a good idea. And I think to keep it small, doing a Vampire Survivors alike is also a good idea. But it's I can think of a lot of ideas that are around that are like, okay, you're fighting hordes of enemies, or you're doing spaceship stuff. But I can't immediately think of, oh yeah, here's the spaceship building, wave defense sort of game. So please do throw some ideas. Yeah, I only messed with the whatchamacallit once. Vampire Survivors alike. And I did not do a good job at it. Because I hadn't played enough of it. So that's the thing. It's always like, make what you know. And I'm like, I've played a variety of games to where I don't know enough about like a specific genre. Some of that Autobattler stuff, and I've gotten more into like tactics stuff. So yeah, because I had some ideas written down for this. But yeah, in terms of a spaceship thing, I haven't done a lot of this spaceship management stuff. I never played a roguelike before making Bellatra. Yeah, I think I've also painted myself into a corner with some of those, like, trying to come up with, doing a ton of market research and then saying, oh, somebody already made this. And it's like, well, they didn't make exactly what you're going to make, so. Yeah, some of that is, like, the systems of what he was messing with led towards deck builders. So I think some of that is just the, basically came up with the same solution as a deck builder. Yeah, no, I'm still very happy with the Bomb Squad game. I think that's kind of the one that I really would want to focus on. Oh. All y'all are supposed to be deleting yourselves. Oh, well, I guess it's because destroying assets is not permitted to avoid data loss. Well, that's because it's not anything there. This is the thing I want to destroy, you goof. Understand that I did bad code and I did a thing I didn't want to do. A space game called Undercrewed, but no one willing to play that game with me. It wouldn't make sense in single player. And now it's not even available. That sucks. Yeah, that's always the scary thing doing multiplayer, is like, it's a feast or famine kind of thing. And I think nowadays, if you do multiplayer, it's kinda gotta be build up from a small group of people. I still haven't played Into the Breach either. Well, this company must have made a heck ton then, because FTL sold like gangbusters, and I'm pretty sure Into the Breach is sold like gangbusters too. Undercrude. $10 mil. 4 million. Okay. So not as much as FTL. But still, 4 million is nothing to sneeze at. Okay, yeah, this definitely has that build your own spaceship vibe. Which I think these games do pretty well. I guess it's only 2K, but it's sitting in mixed. So why is it sitting in mixed? Abandoned. Currently unplayable with 2 players. FTL and lovers are much more fun. Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer.
The video footage that's out there at the moment, it's quite old, and I've added a lot of content. So while this is still
that's because
very early alpha footage,
thanks, Steam. Why do you have to autoplay videos like that? Obnoxious. Okay, so now let's see if it actually deletes the slimes. I think I'm also putting off doing the roguelike elements because I don't know exactly what I want to do there. Okay, excuse me, what? I shouldn't have changed things then. If it's dead, remove it from the list and then destroy it. Why were you having a hard time with that? The object type ball has been destroyed. Is it still in here? No, this just tags it as dead. That's why it needs to be an event too. Okay. Enemies don't remove, and then game auto. Where is it deleting the ball? Info? Huh? That just tags it as dead. So then here, when it finds out that it's dead, it removes it from the list of enemies. And then just destroys it. Wait. It doesn't really help me, does it? Wait. I'm, doing these out of order. Wait, can I destroy it and then remove it from the list of enemies? Is that what I want? Or is that gonna also cause problems? Is this an order of operations thing? Also, why does it say the ball has been destroyed, but I'm still trying to access it? It should be the game object is destroyed and I'm still trying to mess with it. Okay, please tell me that's the unrelated null. Okay, the player, I feel like, should also be destroying too, right? That's the unrelated null. Okay, good. So the... Oh, no. Okay, so it just tags it as... here. The... Yes, only if it's an enemy. It doesn't remove it. And then... I guess I could do... whatever. Player can live for now, that's fine. So now I need to add the actual roguelike element. Or I could do it on a per wave basis. Oh, because okay. I wanted to just add a timer for now, because I think that would be easier to do, to just slap a timer on here and say just survive for a certain amount of time. Which I don't think I have numbers in my text thing, which I should. Okay, wait, so if I do 0. Okay, no, I have numbers. Or is it just putting a 0? Oh, it's because I clicked as a VCR. Yeah, okay, I have really ugly numbers. I was trying to make them like specifically different than the text, and they ended up being very ugly. It's because it takes me, it's because it's so hard to polish a thing that I just don't, and I go with the first option. And I really should learn how to polish something to really properly finish something. Okay, I don't need that ridiculously large. Okay. And then we can pin you to the top, actually. There. Yeah, and I knew you were gonna do something like that. So, it's a 50. Yeah. Actually, I think I do want to do it like a 60. Pull it off the top just a little bit. Okay, then the timer should go. This is going to be kind of my game manager, which is, I should probably be calling this game manager, but that's okay, whatever. Text again here. This is the timer text. And then I suppose in fixed update then. So where I would want to update the timer. Wow. Fixed updates. And then timer text. Text is equal to, I guess. Sure. We'll see what that does. I don't think I need it to be an int necessarily. So then we slap you into here. And let's see if this... kind of want the extra seconds on the end. So that was so maybe don't do it as an int. I think that'll look a little uglier, but that's okay. And then if you're gonna complain about the extra parentheses. Okay. It would be a lot more interesting to have it be you play until there's only one. Well, either until the player's off or until the player eliminates all the enemies. But for now, I think this will work as a... okay, I can see why it was doing what it was doing. There's no way to do what I want, right? Oh, you had it. You just had it. Is this a thing? I know there's something about a 2-string formatting that I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, and I need to turn the player targeting back on because I want it to survive, not die immediately. Oh, I still have 30 enemies spawning, don't I? I need to mess with Unity dots at some point as well. I do like my spawn a billion objects, and I've still never messed with Unity dots. I know there was the devlogs for... what was that game? Oh, so is this actually going to give me seconds? Or is it going to hit... don't think you need to. Don't think I need to mess with Unity dots. And you don't want to. Well, I just do a lot of these kind of like spawn a billion objects kind of things. So that's why I'm thinking. Unity dots might be nice to mess with. Yeah, Christmas time is kind of over at this point, but you can still spawn enough doing the the optimization, right? Okay, that was my question. Is that at 60 it does not bump it up to yeah, something nice to mess with. Yeah, no. I was not intending to mess with it for this project. That was for I was half tempted to do a let's generate 8 billion presents. Let's generate a pile of presents for each person that exists. And a pile of 8 billion things seems like a hard optimization problem. And it was like if Unity already has some solution for that a little bit. Oh, so it's not something nice to mess with generally. Well, and that's what I was trying to remember. There was somebody on YouTube who was doing... I can't remember the name of the game anymore. But they're doing they're doing a game about ants. Man, it's just a lot of like interesting stuff on this one. Yeah, Lychee Game Labs was doing...
I've been prototyping a game about a colony.
Yeah, they were messing... Patch Quest, there we go. Oh, that's why I haven't seen or heard anything. Because they stopped posting 5 months ago. I was gonna complain that I'm like, YouTube keeps... You know, it keeps giving me all their random VTuber nonsense instead of devlogs, but I guess that's, didn't need it for Sandwich, for example, and still had so much room for optimization. Okay. Yeah, because that was an impressive amount of little dudes. I mean, I suppose they were just balls. They're very much like what I have now, is just sort of, barely decorated balls, but... Okay, so you were supposed to be doing... Okay, wait, this... Okay, it's... String format time. C#. Yeah, okay, forgot to throw C# on the end. I don't need custom date time, I just need time. Okay, remind me what the thing is. It's a new date time. Okay, wait, how about Unity? String format time. There we go, that's the thing. Okay, well, this seems to be the format. So we shall just steal that. And yoinked. Maybe we just do that then? Is that what I want? I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with it after this. If the timer is off, the timer is off. I do not care. I wanted it to go for just a minute anyway, so... Oh, okay, so now it's just doing the brackets. Okay, we're gonna just get rid of the... It'll just count down 60 seconds. If you don't win in 60 seconds, then you don't win. Oh, didn't win. Okay, so go back to what I had. I lied. So then the victory is actually, instead of enemies.count, it's just sit there. If the player is dead, then it's game over. Otherwise, here instead, let's do a timer. Yeah, we'll just do that. Float timer. You had it, and I typed too fast. Which is funny, because I don't type fast at all. Okay. Or wait, what am I doing? Okay, I don't need a timer. I can just do time since level load then, right? I'm thinking that I modified the time, but I just modified the text of the time. So I can just say, instead of enemies count, it's just time dot time since level load. Is greater than 60? Is this not an int though, right? It's a float. Well, whatever. We'll see what it does. I did want 60 seconds. It's so... Is it... This is making me realize that I am just other people, apparently. If it's able to pull up most of what I want, then that means everybody else is doing kind of the same thing. I'm not unique. That's what it's telling me. Okay, I lied about that formatting. Oh, meaning I don't... This is not an int, though. Right? Okay, it was doing it. So what if I do that, then? It's only gonna go to 60 anyway. Or I guess 99, but I don't think I want to let it get to that. Actually, yeah, because if I do it more like a fighting game timer thing instead. Okay, I think I need to... So let's do less enemies. Let's do one enemy. It's a pure one-on-one fight. Let's see who wins. The enemies slowly roll. Well, I just did one. It's multiple enemies is what ruins it. It's a one-on-one, and the player is really bad in that situation. I can't restart either. That's not... You're supposed to be doing a thing. Main menu, play. Play is loading the game scene. Right? The menu's popping up. Oh, I can't click quit. Hated this. I guess it is 8 o'clock and I didn't go to bed at a good time. Okay, so now, yeah, so it's if the enemy gets slow enough, then it's a little harder. Oh. And then that kind of thing happens. Oh, so even just 2, it actually is still somewhat interesting. So that's good. I could have tested this with a much smaller number. Okay, let's see how I'm testing with a much smaller number of enemies and stuff too. So, it's because it gave me 60. I was like, that's a good idea. And then, or that's what I want to end with. But, to test it real quick, like... You got this. You can last for 5 seconds. Yeah! Okay. Wait, was that greater than or... No, greater than or equal to, rather. Okay. So, that is some kind of victory. That is some kind of defeat. That is some kind of menu to go through them, except not, because I don't think it let me restart. And I don't know that I can test quitting either. Yeah, and I kind of do want to show up early tomorrow morning to get some more stuff done. Because I'm like, this actually isn't that bad of an idea. For how quick and rushed this is, I think doing Mario Bumper Balls as had a victory and then immediately had a game over. Oh wait, so that means here should be a if I do else. No, wait. So this is the if you last 5 seconds. Well, okay, wait, and I need to make sure that the player's not dead. Also. And the player is not dead. Player is not dead, and it's greater than 5 seconds, then you win. Otherwise... if the player is dead. Do I need to check that? Or no? It's otherwise if... whatever, okay. So... oh, let's get rid of the formatting on the timer, because I'm not using that version of the timer. Just do that. Okay. So now I need to add waves. Okay, wait, I need to make sure that it can restart properly. And then I can start adding some kind of wave-based thing too. Okay, it shouldn't be, it's, what I was trying to do was check that. Okay, so if it lasts 5 seconds, it's a win. I need to pee anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go take a piss. I will be back. It's probably because I stood up and then sat down, but it's like, oh, it's 8 o'clock yawn time. Okay, actually, I think it should just be if... Yeah, I think I'm tired enough. I'm getting stuck in the weeds on... Okay, so if it's less than the... Probably need to make that like a number instead. So if it's less than 5 seconds and the player is dead, then game over. Otherwise, then you win. So then if the player gets knocked off, hopefully it doesn't game over. It just stays a victory. Actually, does anybody have any fun Christmas plans? Because I know I said I'm not doing anything. So, if you want to watch me stream, I'll be streaming all Christmas pretty much. I don't have any... I'm realizing now what I did. Don't celebrate Christmas. Okay. This is... No, this is me back it up. I don't... Okay, there. Whatever. A Muslim country? There's a good amount of overlap between Christianity and Islam, right? There's no Christmas though? Oh, I guess Christianity is a lot more Christ focused. That would make sense. That there wouldn't be as much hype about Christ. So yeah, we don't celebrate Christ. Yeah, that I'm getting there eventually. Yeah, Islam is not something I know hardly anything about. Being, you know, American and being steeped in that, so. Not religious yourself either. Yeah, but there is a fair amount of religion that has shaped a lot of the world, which is where, sure, I don't do much with Christianity anymore, but still, it's nice to have an excuse to get together with family. But I think that's also why I'm not, you know, making an effort to fly out on Christmas, is because everybody else is doing the same. And I was like, I just saw my folks for helping me move a couple months ago, so. Other kind of holidays where we slaughter sheep on the road. Oh, is it Passover? Is that the reference there? So. And it's funny because I just started reading the Bible too. And all I've gotten from it is that, like, boy, did they care a lot about lineage. It's so many paragraphs of just like, and this guy had this person, this guy begat this person and lived to this long, and this guy begat this person and lived to this long, and this guy begat this person and lived to this long. And oh, also we added our second female character. Be with family, so probably won't have time. Yeah, don't celebrate Christ, but use it as a holy day to bring family together. Yeah, like I said, it's nice to have an excuse to at least hang out with family a little bit, so. Kurban Bayrami, which translates to sacrifice holiday. It's madness. Huh. Okay, so not Passover. Because I thought Passover had some amount of, like, sacrificing a sheep or a firstborn so that the spirit of Christ would pass over whatever thing. Oh, okay. That is the image, is like, let's slaughter a sheep. Okay, I was like, okay, maybe we won't look at this on Twitch. Maybe we'll do that later if the first image literally is, here's a sheep getting slaughtered. Because I guess there's... It's one of those weird things of, like, I think Twitch is pretty okay with violence, but I also don't know that... Well, I don't know that like everybody would be hyped to see the sheep bleeding all over the place, so... Okay. The other holidays more famous are people are fasting for a month. Ramadan. Okay, yeah, Ramadan I've heard of. Well, fasting for a month is not... Is that straight up, like, literally no food for a month? Because I think, speaking of Mr. Beast earlier, I know he did that as a... tried not to eat food for a month. But it's more, though, like, eat less during that time, right? Yeah, okay, not at all. Well, and it was one of those things of, like, I didn't know if there were people who were doing, like a very literal interpretation of... Because I know that's the same thing with Christianity, with Lent, where you give up something for Lent to, you know, try to pretend to be like the 40 days and 40 nights in the desert or whatever. You don't eat until dinner time, okay. I mean, I've been doing... I've inadvertently been doing intermittent fasting because it was just like, okay, trying to do the drive an hour out to work and drive an hour back. I'm like, I gotta cut something, and we're gonna cut breakfast. And I did lose a little bit of weight, but I have gotten into eating more food again, so it came back a little bit. So I went from... I was sitting around 125 for a long time, and that little bit of, like, stopped eating breakfast, I got down to 120 pounds. And now I'm back up to 124 pounds. Which I don't know what that is in kilograms. Because stupid American units. I should know, though. I remember it was, like... Because I think I'm 156 centimeters. And, like, 5'2". I remember looking that up, I think. For height-wise. But then it was like, I don't remember what 120 pounds to kilograms was. Because I have, like, my clock on, like, 24-hour time and stuff, too. At least my watch, but... Because I feel like some of that is just a better measurement, so I feel like I want to try to get used to other measurements. You really gonna do a whole animation? No, that's... What did I click on? It's like I didn't click on a sponsored thing, right? Okay, I did click on a sponsored thing. Okay, so give me 124. Nah, I'm so distracted. I shouldn't have asked the question. Convert. Okay, so I'm between 54 and 56 kilograms. 55 kilograms, basically. Also doing something like that, because in keto you don't get hungry eating all the fat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm still eating a lot of carbs, though. It's like... it gets to be close to, like, 11 o'clock when I eat lunch, and my stomach starts growling like crazy. I'm like, I wonder if anybody's hearing this. What was I doing? I was gonna do, if you win, it ups the wave. Yeah, so this will be pretty simple, but... No, I do wave, not waves. Epic Games is doing their daily free mystery games again. And there's a leaker giving hints on the next day. The current hint is for Terra Tech Worlds tomorrow. I think it's Train World. That's kind of... as in, like... Okay, wait, so the daily free mystery games? Or are you saying the mystery is what the daily free game is going to be? Because I was like, I picked up the Epic free game today. And it was something with dice. It was like a dice RPG thing, I think. If it loads. Yeah, Estrea's Six-Sided Oracles. That's what it was. I did scoop this up, right? There's definitely some of these that I missed. But yeah, okay, in library. Not that I'm ever gonna remember or play this anyway, but I was doing waves. I was adding waves. And then there, victory. So do wave plus plus. And then if I try to reload the entire thing. Okay, so I can't call it spawn. So, well, and I guess the player can stay there. Spawn wave then? It'll be clunky, but whatever. Spawn wave. Again, I'm just trying to get some that I can. The leaker is always giving small hints on what the game for the next day could be. I think it's kind of fun to guess using the hints and see if you got it right. Yeah, that kind of stuff is kind of fun. I still do the. I've started adding more to the list. So now at this point, I play Wordle, I play Quordle, I play Waffle, Connections, Framed, Guess the Game, and Echo Chess. Which I should probably, like, Connections is a new one. I wasn't doing that one for a long time, but a lot of them take, like, 5 minutes, so. Well, and I guess it really depends on how bad you're doing. As to whether you, whether it takes 5 minutes or not, but yeah, that's my whole list of daily games that I pop up on lunch, where I'm like, okay, no, I don't want to, we're gonna take a genuine break in the middle of the day. So now this is actually, instead of num enemies now, we'll just do wave. And then here, wave plus plus, and then spawn the wave. Oh, because all the enemies will be gone. Oh, no, this is if the player survived. So then it should be clear the wave. So then enemies... Oh, but then I need to do... Okay, so then time since level load is not going to work. This is if I did a full restart and then carried it in between. Well, so either I could do it like this, or I could do it like actually restarting the whole scene and just carrying information between scenes. I don't know. Well, and I could just do... Okay. Okay, what is the benefit to... If I restart the whole scene versus if I just do... Spawn the wave? I don't know. I feel like it's a better idea to do the... 2:20, gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I was like, it's 8:30 where I'm at, so... I don't know, that'll be going too much longer, so you won't miss too much, but good night, have fun sleeping. Good luck on whatever you're up to. I guess sleep, so just have fun sleeping. Make it easier for you to carry info between scenes in the game template, so. Please go longer, sleep schedule's screwed. Well, I'll probably go till 9 o'clock. My sleep schedule's also a little off, too. Because I keep trying to get up at 5, and yet I go to bed at like 10, and I'm like, I do better on 8 hours of sleep, not 7. I think it's 7.5 is really what I should be hitting, but that means I'm scraping off just a little bit every day, and it's like, no, go to bed at 9 to get up at 5. What info am I trying to carry? I was thinking of just doing a wave number to say like, okay, this is wave 0. It has 1 enemy. Wave 2 has 2 enemies. Wave 3 has 3 enemies. And then here, since it's just going off of a timer as to whether you win or not, then it should clear all the enemies and then do another one, so. Be lazy, just use a static variable. As in, just use the, restart the whole scene and carry that number between waves. Well, my thing about that was that I also wanted to do the roguelike upgrade stuff, and then I feel like that's going to be a lot of stuff to carry between whatchamacallit. Okay, so level then. Just make sure you reset it when you go back to main menu. Yeah. Or game over. So wait, I thought static. I thought it was. I thought you had to do the special like, whatever save and load stuff. It's all this stuff that I'm like, when I see it, I remember it, but until then, I don't. Okay, so game over. That'll be reset the level to. Why no? Just equals 0. I didn't need all this special fancy stuff. Also weird to have it in the spawn class. I don't use singleton stuff. Well, again, like I said, I think this should be a game manager is really what this has become. I just, like I said, I never learned how to do good code. I have fumbled my way through. I mean, I got a game design and development degree. I did not get a programming degree. There was a good chunk of the focus of the course was business stuff, which a lot of those classes ended up being just kind of, I don't know, make it up as you go. Because I know game manager, it actually like pops up with a like an icon and everything, which is probably ideal. So we call you game manager, and then I think I have to go to Unity too. Tell your teacher in university what a singleton is. So not everything you learn when you're getting the degree. Yeah. Well, I think what I was trying to say is that the degree I got was particularly not focused on teaching the best of code stuff. It was particularly more focused on like, here's how you can crank out a game, not a here is the best practices. And I don't think they really, yeah, because Unity was way too new to be okay, wait, I hit copy, right? Copy the component and then paste. No. Did I spell it right? Is it mad because I shouldn't have messed with it. I should have just kept it as spawn. Game manager. Yeah. I didn't put the space in there. Game manager. So when I drag it over, be happy. File name and the class name match. I just redid both of them. Game manager. It's bugger off. Okay, I'll just. Now I can't back it up to spawn here. Great. Great. I just broke everything for no reason. Script game manager. Why do you look like you exist? But then if I try to add this onto the game manager. Okay, well, can I do it on a new empty object? What are you complaining about? The script class can't be found. It's right there. Okay, let's. Dadgummit, it's too late to be messing with renaming things. I shouldn't have touched it. I should not have touched it. I need to be thinking about sleeping, and I need to box this up in another little video and say, hey, look, I did something. Which I guess I could look at Blue Sky and see if there was any traction on that. Although, because it was weird, I didn't see anything. I didn't see tags. I'm like, I know I was doing a lot of tags on. Yeah, but I didn't see tags on Blue Sky here. So. Yeah, then I'm like, these already looked like bots. It's just like, oh look. Like Vtuber or whatever. Yeah, PNG tuber that has like 2 followers. That I'm like, yeah, it looks like a bot. Yeah, but that was my question. I'm like, I don't see. Okay, there's a tag. And again, this is also Twitter too. This is not the best place to be posting random game dev stuff. And it's just because I should be doing more than just random game dev stuff. It should be content. It should make you feel something. It should be not just a dump of, hey look, I did something. I don't know. I use it as social journaling, and that's not the way to use it. It's the fun thing for me, though. Oh, is it just... Oh, it's a compile script. It just didn't compile because I changed something, so it just didn't save. There we go. Stop complaining. Yeah, okay, there. Please fix it before creating new scripts. Okay, hopefully you're good now. We good? So can I copy this over? There we go. Okay. So now I can get rid of you. And that'll just be labeled as game manager instead. Because you screwed up your sleep, now you're hungry. Makes sense. Well, I mean, because it is like what? It's both you and Phil stay up until like 3 in the morning on a regular basis. It's crazy that that's the regular viewers I have, is middle of the night. When me, I go to bed at 9 or 10, and I'm like, if I went to bed at 10, that's too late. But then again, my friends are also stay up till 3 in the morning kind of people. I actually caught them the other day. I had just gotten up and they were still up on Discord. So I tried to say hi on my phone, and then my phone was like, nah, I don't want to use Discord. So I was like, oh. 2 weeks you've been going to bed at 8 a.m. ish? Wow, that's very much night owl. Yeah, it's, and then because I'm like, if I get up at 8, that's late. Yeah, I sleep until like 7 is the latest that I sleep. Like, I'm very much inherited the morning person from my parents, and although they've got an even crazier version, because I know like my mom. Well, now that she's retired, I don't think she gets up at like 3 a.m. But that's what she used to do, was get up at 3 a.m. to go to work, which that's too early. I think my 5 o'clock is like a sane early time. Like 5 or 6 feels like a sane early time. I think it's because that's kind of when the sun is up too. So, although I do get up at 3 in the morning to go take a piss and stuff, but I go back to bed after that. So levels should start at 1, not 0 rather. Because I want 1 enemy to spawn. Yeah, and then I gotta do tween and all the menus to get the... Okay, so that'll be the focus tomorrow, is to get the roguelike aspect, actually. Yeah, so if this allows me to do a wave... whoops. Oops, whoopsie daisies. Whoops. That's what I was wondering about. Is that... Yeah, okay, I still had it as time since level load. Time to learn dots? No, that's more of a time to learn how to code better. Time to learn how to, make sure that the timer gets reset. Okay, that's why I wanted to do a timer variable. So that I could reset it. Although, but that's... Okay, then that's fixed update there then. So timer plus plus. No wait, timer plus time to delta time? Okay, wait, timer. There's a way to properly do this that I don't know. Okay, float timer. And then timer equals, it's time dot delta time. There we go. Capture delta time. Plus equals time dot delta time. And then here, when you do this stuff, it should be oh my goodness. It's fine here. Okay, timer equals 0. And then this should be timer instead. And then here should be timer instead. There we go. Okay, let's properly reset the timer. It's just because I made those little clay characters that now I'm like, that'd be fun to do that as an actual aesthetic. Oh, I was looking at it. Is that like just to add some amount of texture to the little balls here? Oh, I guess I could just mess with the... they look nice. Well, and it's simple as heck too. Like, it's just I rolled a ball and I squished a ball into another ball, but it's because it has that clay texture to it and it has that like a little bit of intentional human touch to it that just basic okay, but that was something I could mess with. Is, yeah, do I want to do extra shiny and then extra smooth? Something like that. Guess I could do that. Well, it's really one of those things of like, as long as you just do something other than the default, that it starts to look better. Oops. Okay, so let's just do something other than the default. Let's see if that... wrote a code that limits the frame rate for a game object, so you could use that to have some clay motion feel. That's cool. I like that a lot, because I mean, you've seen the... I like my voxel stuff too, and I've done that kind of removing the tweens on. Did I do that for this one? I've definitely done it before. I don't know if I was doing it for these guys or for the Imbibe. I don't know if I did it for Imbibe either. Nah. Oh. It's I wanted to lock that mouse and... Okay. It's one of my favorites. Speaking of optimization, this could definitely use some optimization, but I think I did this one where I removed the tweens for the character wobbling around. So I'm definitely down for limited frame rate stuff. Obviously, with how limited the frame rate is here. Holy heck. Speaking of optimization, I really goofed that for this jam. Yeah, there we go. Looks like it's got the limited frames. Yeah, still really proud of this project. Okay, so... Oh, and then you also. We're just gonna do this aesthetic for all of them to try to make them look a little more clay-like. Or at least look different. I don't know if it's gonna look clay-like, but at least different. Yeah, on a optimized game limits the frame rate. Yeah, that's definitely what I did there. Can I brighten up the lights instead of changing the materials? Intensity, do like 4, just double it. Oh, maybe this is just a dark green. So maybe just brighten up the green. Okay, that's really all I needed to do. Yeah, the other touchstone was Kirby Rainbow Curse, yeah. Although I played Canvas Curse, I didn't do Rainbow Curse. This is one of those ones that I hope that they do, and I hope they port this over to the Switch at some point, but I kind of doubt they will. But yeah, this kind of aesthetic would be great if I could replicate that. Of which I could do it physically, but not as easy to do for me digitally. When I don't know how to do art at all. Yeah, replicating this style would be absolutely perfect. And I don't know if there's like a shader technique that I can do to just add the imperfect clay, like bump look. I made the whole game a lot darker. Oh, I need to get rid of the, oh, I need to get rid of the, menu. Oh, I need to get rid of the, menu. Oh, I should probably get rid of the menu. I mean, at least it's not exploding, right? It's still running? Yeah, okay, it's still running. Let's see, so... Spawn wave, I guess we'll turn off the game over screen. That's probably dumb and awkward and ugly, but that's at least something I could do for now. Okay, well at least I got spawning. Have the waves spawning. Oh, and then I needed to clear. I should probably start thinking about breaking these into. Okay, let's. Since I'm mentioning it, let's do void clear wave. Okay, and I don't need to be respawning the player. So you do not need to be in here. I did not need to pull everything over. Okay, there's the player spawn. And I don't need to respawn the player. There we go. Procedural clay shader made in Unity's Unity 3D shader graph. Neat. Seems to have an animation to it, which I guess makes sense. Okay, it is strongly advised using it in commercial usage, but could try it. Okay, I wanted to finish the wave thing before I forget what I'm doing, because that's very easy for me to do. Okay, spawn position is... Okay, can I just do you as a thingamabob? Maybe a better idea at this point. There we go. Okay, so now spawn there. Clear waves. What I wanted to do first, and that is a for the enemies. Doesn't matter about whether they're dead or not. They need to just be removed. Because I can just clear the list, but I need to kill all the enemies too. Okay, so that should clear the wave then. Okay, so some kind of wave spawning. And then I should probably be making notes about what I need to do for next steps too. Which I should probably be doing that in whatchamacallit. Trello. A Trello board would probably be good. So, clay, shader, possibly, and then enemy types. Whatever. Enemy types, and then the upgrade menu. And that's going to be a whole lift of like actually adding different upgrade stuff. Oh, and then I guess I could do some kind of level generation maybe, in which I literally add just like some rocks or something. That's I wouldn't want to get too crazy on level generation. Well, and I guess I could. There was some note about destruction to create or something. So you're gonna see if you could just throw together a clay shader. Yeah, because this did have some amount of animation that I don't necessarily need. I just kind of need to And I was wondering if I could just recolor a clay texture. Like, just use just a single clay texture. But it does also need to just map to a sphere as well, so... It's definitely not hard, but... Oh, there. Creation from destruction. So I could use this as... If I added some kind of destructible object, and then use that to, like... That's where you get your upgrades from, is you smash through, like, buildings or houses or something. Oh, that was the other reason I wanted to do water. Was because then it sort of hits drop in the bucket a little bit, I guess. Kind of. And I can maybe do, like, a fishing scene or something. Although I feel kind of bad, because the only... It seemed like the only real major request was... Is it this one? Shoot, where'd the thing go? There. Yeah, I got the sense that the major request was a story-based, twist-heavy thing. But it's just kind of too much for how little time I have left. So I just need to run it and see if the waves are starting to run. Yeah, okay, because the player should just stay there. Yes, okay. Oop. Okay, and then... Ooh, hey, it did restart. Oh, did I set it to 0? When you restart, it should be set back to 1, not 0. Yeah, level 1. Well, and that was a mention of... Okay, wait, there was something about It's like when you go to the main menu and when you go to the game over. Whatever. There's some amount of that's the timer. So hopefully the level is set to 1 instead again. Oh, I need a crown. It was specifically regally rotund. Okay, I should probably reset the player position as well. Five seconds is probably a little short for each level. Okay, but this is running. This is working. We shall see how long this goes. Okay, I need to brighten up the color on everything. Because after turning it all metal, I decided, okay, it's a lot darker. Ah, shoot. I think it's because I made it very metal. Well, that looks more clay to me. Oh, it's because I killed the smoothness. That's what happened. Actually, no, I like what I had. Okay, so I lied. Maybe get rid of the metal. And do just the smoothness. Yeah, that feels more. So now you can go back to a darker green. That's a brighter green. Darker green. Okay. So now... Yes, that's something I haven't learned as well, is shader stuff. I haven't mastered shader stuff at all. Why does it look like everything's glowing? Probably because I made the sun super intense. Let's bring that back down again. Oh! Wow, almost lost on the first level there. No, there's still some kind of weird glow, but that's okay, whatever. Okay, but this is definitely a good base to work off of for... Okay, there's some enemies that are lasting, that I think are not getting deleted. It should be clearing the enemies before it spawns a new... Oh, there we go. There's the game over. Oh, and the player should be... Well, the player is marked as dead, but not getting deleted. I guess when I check if the enemies are dead, I can also just check the player, which, again, feels weird and awkward and bad, but I didn't know how to do the event system just yet, so... That's, if I have time after I get gameplay working, then I can get the event system properly working. Nope, just... Yeah, it is dead. And there's no thing to remove. You are a game object. I'm on the Brood Squad. You are the Brood Squad. I'll have to remember to get rid of that little ornament. The little white Santa ornament at some point. Okay, so this was when the player actually dies, which I don't know that they do, but whatever. Okay, I need to just package this up, and yes, okay. 5 till 9. I just need to do a quick video, and then call it quits and go to bed, and then get up and do this again tomorrow, and the next day, and that's it. And then play some Secret Santa Jam games. Okay, like, why did 2 of them stay? I thought they were supposed to clear entirely. Oh, that was iffy. Oh, no, that was it. Oh, that's if the player object. There we go. Yep. It's not equal to no. Make sure it's alive before trying to kill it again. Okay, so now I need to... Oh, wait. Let's put that on here as well. Crown. There needs to be some kind of crown for the king to be regally rotund. I got the rotund, kind of. I did kind of want to make like a little dude as opposed to just a slime. But that's okay. We'll just stick with slimes for now. I hope I can find a little bit of time. Yeah, because I think figuring out the roguelike upgrades is going to take a bit, and I think... Now who's complaining? What? I can't do it for all of that. Okay, well, let's move you here. This is checking if it's not dead. It's checking if it is dead. So... Checking if it is dead. I'm getting too tired. I'm getting too tired to think and to do. I don't want to add yet another null check, but that's gonna kind of have to be the case. Okay, that can be optimized. There's definitely some stuff that can be optimized here. Okay, I don't need to worry about fixing bugs necessarily right now. I just need to hit build and then do a little video of this and then go to bed so that I can wake up and do this all again tomorrow. Yes, and then you pop up with the null that I'm like, it's because it's scary seeing nulls. It's like you don't want to see null. Oh yeah, just decides. It's null time, baby. Now that I'm going with a much more round aesthetic, I wonder if I can do a cylinder and make the level using a cylinder as opposed to a cube. Okay. I didn't even see how many levels that was, but whatever. Okay. Now we go to here, build, add the main menu scene. Kind of be nice to test that. Add the scene. Actually, you should be the first one. And I lied. The game scene is also needing to be in there. Build, add the open scene, and then just get rid of you. You're no longer necessary. There we go. So now we hit build. And then we hit the 20th. So 20 December 2024, the year of our Lord 2024. Because it should actually be like 12,024. According to Curse Gazette. Which does make a lot more sense. With how much human history there has been. It's like, yeah, it hasn't been the last 2,000 years. It's been the last 12,000 years. Yeah, when I'm finding 30 years to be a lot. 12,000. It does seem like quite a bit. But I know on like geological timescales and stuff, that's like nothing. Oh, I could do a little picture of a little slime guy there. That's if I were gonna stick with the slime aesthetic, which I kind of wanted a little guy, not just a slime, but that's okay. Okay, that runs. That also runs. Oh, so close. But survived. Yeah, okay, so now I just need the upgrades in between. Oh, it doesn't say how many waves survived. I do need a wave timer. Restart, why you no worky? Quit, why you no worky? Neither of those workied? Okay, I don't need to be fixing bugs right now. I need to be sleeping right now. That's what I need to be going and doing. Okay, canvas. The game over panel. has a restart button that is attached to main menu, main menu.play. Main menu. Main menu.quit. So then when I look at main menu and play, it's supposed to be loading the game scene, meaning it should be restarting. And quit is supposed to be application.quit. So why are you showing up and not working? So if I hit play, is this still here? Is it still doing something? Am I still exist? Okay, I didn't need full screen this time. Yep, I tired. It's sleep time. Main menu.play. Main menu.quit. I think it's because it gets rid of the main menu that it's attached to. Okay, that's my bad. I lied. I don't need this. Don't destroy. Unload stuff. Okay, that's for the future. Getting some kind of pause menu in between things or something like that. Okay, it's because I'm removing the thing that it's attached to. Okay, we're gonna just assume that that's good. It's not how you do this, but... Okay. Then I just capture a little video and I go... Oh my goodness, because obviously sleepy. Okay, and we hit go. I don't have a pause. Oh, almost killed it on the first round. Yeah, okay, I definitely need a round timer. It seems like it's adding 2. I might have to go and make sure that it's just adding 1 and not multiple. Okay, so game over, I hit restart. There we go, okay. I just has the dumb. And I think it's terminal. But if I have the dumb, and I think, then maybe it's not terminal. Maybe I won't be dumb forever. Who knows? Just squeezing right through all of them. Okay, seeing how I'm just sitting here watching this and not getting too bored or frustrated with it, that is encouraging. That is definitely making me feel like this is an idea. Probably a little more interesting as not an auto battler, but that's okay. Okay, can we quit? All good. Sweet. I lied. I forgot I was making a video. Okay, and then, yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna pop up and be stupid, so this gives me an opportunity to, before you pop up and be stupid. There we go. And then I can hit. Yeah, and then you're gonna take forever. There we go. Again, not gonna be the most interesting of videos, but yeah, it's because it goes 1, 2, 4, and then 6. It's like, so, huh? And then that's 8, isn't it? So it's adding 2 every time. It's like, why are you adding 2? I wanted it to just increase by 1, but apparently I did it twice, maybe? So that's some kind of video. That's some kind of thing done. And I'm going to call it good and go to bed. Well, I'm going to actually clean my teeth. I should really make sure that I'm not getting lazy. And that I actually brush my teeth before going to bed. There's a couple of those maintenance things that take like 5 minutes that sometimes just are easy to slip through the cracks. Or I'm good about cleaning the dishes, unless it's the one hot skillet that I used to cook something, and I'm like, oh, I have to wait for that to cool. And when I wait for it, that's when it's like, okay, well, now it doesn't get done. Or something like brushing my teeth. I wait until I'm absolutely exhausted, so that sleep sounds so much better than doing anything. And then the 5 minutes of brushing my teeth is just not. Just doesn't sound good when I'm ready to collapse. Okay. But speaking of ready to collapse, I'm calling it quits. I will be back. I want to try to start it at 7 in the morning tomorrow. We'll see. I want to start early so I can put as much time into this as I can. But I do have some chores I should do. Like, I do need to get some groceries, and I could probably push cleaning off. But the problem is, if I push cleaning off for another like 2 weeks or something, it's like this place is probably gonna get kind of nasty. I stay pretty organized, but the occasional shredded cheese bit and food crumb does start to get everywhere. But I'll be back early tomorrow morning, so I can try to finish this, because I'm glad I just found an idea that I'm excited about too. I was a little concerned at that other jam, that other gifty, that I was like, yeah, so that I can use the full day tomorrow and see how I feel on Sunday. But, okay, I'll be back early tomorrow morning, hopefully 7 o'clock. But, goodbye, good night, thanks for stopping by, good luck, have fun sleeping, bye.